talking about the show and starting the Asian comedy community here in Toronto. What was that like? What made you start that when you first decided this is like something that I really want to pursue? You know, like because you really set it up really well for all of us. So I would love to share a little bit with everybody how it came about that you were like, I would love for the Asian community to benefit from my efforts.
Yeah, honestly, it was that. It all started with the talent in Toronto, and this doesn't sound biased. This is gonna sound biased because obviously I'm Asian, but I found most of my favorite comedians in Toronto were Asian. So I was like, we should probably do something while we have all this talent here before everybody gets famous and moves away. So I was like, let's, this is a special moment in time where we're all together, so let's make the most of it.
Oh, wow. That's so just the way that you said that was so special, right? Like I felt warm hearing that. And that's like amazing. That's amazing that you actually were able to notice that. And not only have you noticed it, you've like made the efforts because like some people might be like, oh, wow, it's so great. You guys are finally all doing a show together on Friday. But like this isn't the first one that you've done. How many Asian showcases have you done so far in the last like couple of years?
So we started out in May of last year for Asian Heritage Month, and so we've done 5 shows this year. And so the way it worked was each of the show's headliners did like a half hour on their shows, and then they're all coming together, kind of like our version of the Avengers for the mega show on like the early show on Friday for Rice. So that's sort of how it came about. So we've done 5 of these.
You also decided that you wanted to have a second part of the show where we're able to have the fresh rice. So this is a huge opportunity for many of us, like to be able to actually do a big theater like this. What's the capacity again? 350 for Glenn Gould?
Yeah, it's I think it's officially 337.
Okay, great.
Is the capacity. So with both shows, I think they're both over 80%, 85% sold out. So we're going to have close to 700 people, like 680 people at the show on Friday. So at both shows combined. So it's pretty special.
Yeah. That's amazing. Yeah. And one of the things that we were already discussing was just how the community feels like it's really grown so much. And just being able to see how much everybody has improved in the last year just by having the input from each other is really special, So really thank you for that. I think that was a really important part of tonight too, was us wanting to have to connect to you to let you know that we're really appreciative of all the work that you've been doing.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. And I appreciate everything you guys have put in, with all the rehearsals, photo shoots, more rehearsals.
Yeah. Well, that was fun yesterday though.
These are the people who couldn't make it. Anna Lowe and Nick Fernandez. This is your graduating class of 2020, Vong.
Yes,
for
right here.
Yes.
All of us.
Yeah. Tomorrow, right? Thursday, Vong?
Yeah.
You're on The Social.
The Social?
Oh, what time is that at 1:30?
It's so my segment airs at 1:30, and so I'm the 5th chair, so I'm going to be talking through the hottest topics of the day. So I don't find out what the topics are until tomorrow.
Oh,
so
wow.
It's pretty crazy. Yeah.
What's on the horizon for 2021 and 2022? What's coming up in the few years with fresh rice and this community you've built?
Yeah, well, hopefully we'll just keep on building it bigger and bigger, and we'll do this as an annual show. So every year we've got the 2 big Asian occasions, which is Chinese New Year, and then with Asian Heritage Month. So we'll keep pushing, and then where both of these shows are being recorded live. So the early show is going to be put into a concert film that will push across the world into film festivals. Amazing. And then the Fresh Rice show is going to be put out as a web series, and we'll see where we put that, maybe on some streaming platforms. But yeah, our goal is definitely to take our message and spread it as far as possible, because these are really important stories that people need to hear.
This is just the beginning, and that's really exciting.
Yeah, that's the one thing I will say, Vong, is that it's been very motivating. It's you, I feel like personally, I see you work on this constantly. Like
Yeah, the hustle
there
continues.
was one morning I was up at like 6 a.m. or maybe it was like 5:30, and I was messaging Vong, and I thought he would just look at it later. And he's like, "What are you doing up?" I'm like, "I don't know. What are you doing up?" We were both like,
That's amazing.
but like
yeah.
your hustle, your work ethic, makes me like want to match that. Like honestly, yeah.
Very,
That's
great.
Yeah, definitely inspiring. It's definitely one of those things where I feel like, because there is a bit of a shift right now in kind of pop culture where a lot of more Asian representation is coming out.
Yeah.
But definitely if you want to further that, you definitely need Asian producers, and this entire show is like produced by Asians.
Yeah, I think that's
for
really
Asians.
important. Welcome,
So-
Gina.
Gina?
Thanks for coming to the show.
Yes, we were
Thanks
just
for
talking.
having
We
me.
were just basically complimenting Vong so much to try and be his favorite.
Oh, okay.
Is that what we were doing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
is
didn't
that
realize
not-
that.
And
Is
just
that
like,
not
well,
what
I
we
got
were
it.
doing?
Yeah, I didn't know that. I was just
You're
being
all my
genuine.
favorite.
I was just being genuine and
Yeah, he's
speaking
doing
my,
great.
my
Yeah,
emotions.
he's right.
And then you were like, I was setting myself up for more success than all of you.
I'm gonna align myself right beside him.
yeah. Well, it's great. I honestly think though, like it's been helping us so much, and I think we should go down the row and each say something negative about Vong, just to balance out all of the love.
Yeah,
that-
okay. Until first, and then we'll see what happens.
Just kidding.
Lead
I
us
just-
in this.
I would never.
Harry Curie.
Yes, on camera. So, how about you, Vong? What would you like to say to the people that have bought tickets and are going to be supporting the event, and they've really come around for you, and that you're going to be seeing them, and you're going to be able to do your full set. Actually, we're going to get 2 Vong sets on Friday, which I'm so excited about too.
Yeah.
So, what would you like to say to the people that are coming out and supporting?
Yeah, I would say that it's funny because I only started producing shows last year.
What?
January was my.
Are you
was my
serious?
first show.
Wow.
Yeah, and so I take nothing for granted because at that show I literally didn't know if 5 people would show up. I was like,
Oh, wow.
will
And-
people actually show up? So to go
Yeah.
within a year, and it's just about the 1-year anniversary because last year's show was January 31st. So
That's so
it's
exciting.
Just a bit under a year, and to go from a show at a smaller venue, I think it was about 60 seats, to now literally 10 times bigger at about 700 seats.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I honestly can't even believe it. That was in the span of the year. So everybody coming out who purchased tickets, who have thought about purchasing tickets, like honestly, it's just all. I'm shocked and amazed, and super thankful that people are coming out and supporting.
For sure.
Yeah.
And I love seeing what the work that yourself, and it's perfect that Veronica was the last person who had spoke about this as well, because both of you guys have a marketing background as well too, right? And I wanted to say, like, as someone who more so comes from like purely the comedy side, I'm terrible at marketing. So both of you guys have really supported and helped us and taught us a lot too within this time. So
Yeah.
excited to see you on the social.
On the social,
what channel
tomorrow.
is that on? What channel?
CTV.
CTV. CTV at
We're
1
all-
at 1:30. Yeah, we are all super excited for you guys to come out. If you haven't gotten the tickets yet, please get them. They're on. Check it out on Facebook, and it's on universe.com. It is.
Yeah.
And look up Vong Show on there, and then they have the rice ticket as well as the fresh rice ticket.
rice.
Fresh rice.
We're so excited for you guys to come out to the show on Fridays.